Hi everyone. In this video, I'll be talking about how we can boost development productivity in just 10 minutes. So what can we do in 10 minutes to boost our productivity? Well, in 10 minutes, we can learn how to develop a VS Code extension, which will offload many of the redundant code that we write and it will auto-generate it. Well, there are many plugins available already in the market, but they are very standard ones and may not fit your use case. For example, you might be using React code snippet, right, which generates the skeleton for you. But apart from this, still we write many of the code which are usable and there is no auto generation for it, right? So in this video, we'll be learning to develop the same. So let's get started. To start the development of a VS Code plugin, we'll be actually following the guidelines from the actual website of VS Code, and we need to install a couple of packages for that, which is Yeoman and generator code. So let's go ahead and start installing them. Okay, now since it is installed, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and run the command, and this will ask a few questions. So I'll go with a TypeScript extension. I'll name it as Awwfrontend, and then this can be same Awwfrontend. I'll be calling it a snippet generator maybe. We'll skip this for now. We'll be using npm, and it will generate some piece of code for us which we can start to use for development of the VS Code extension. So it has created one folder called Awwfrontend, and we can see it has some basic code already in it, which provides the skeleton for us. In order to test this, what we can do is we'll just press F5, and here we can choose VS Code extension development, and it will open another VS Code window where we can test our command. So by default it comes with a hello world command, and if you run it, it's showing error as of now. So let's see, what is it? We have this, and it's already there in packages, so ideally it should run. Let's restart the browser and we'll test it again. So I'll go ahead and close this. I'll come here. Okay, I think I should be inside this Awwfrontend folder in order for this to work. So we'll quickly open that folder, VS Code extension Awwfrontend. Okay, now we have in here again. I'll go ahead and hit F5, and it should open a new window. Here I can go ahead and run the hello world program, and you can see a message over here, hello from frontend. This means our plugin is working, and now we can start with our implementation of snippet generation. So let's close this window over here, and we'll go to our package.json. Now here in contributes, this is the main section where we'll be focusing. So here you can take some commands, some snippets, and it will start reflecting in your code. So as we saw for a command, hello world, similarly we'll be adding another option for snippets, and in this snippets we need to tell what are the languages and what is the path of that snippet. So here I'll be writing it for JavaScript, so I'll say JavaScript, and then it takes a path. So let's go ahead and create a folder for a snippet. I'll call it snippets, and inside that we need to have a JSON file, snippet .json. Okay, or call it snippets, rename it. And now come back to package.json and we'll provide the path. It should be snippet/snippet.json. Now we'll be using same snippet for TypeScript as well, so let's add the same. Let's call it TypeScript, and then you might be writing JSX or TSX components files as well, so we'll also add it for that. So we'll call it JavaScript React TypeScript React. For all these files, this plugin should this snippet should work. Now that we have here, let's go ahead and generate our snippets. So this should be a JSON file, and it takes name of your main snippet. So let's say I want to write a snippet for some import. Let's say import utils. Okay, this should be an object which should have two things. One is prefix, which should be which works like an identifier. Make sure this prefix is unique. So for me, I'll call it utils. Okay, and then we need to provide a body. So when someone is typing this util, it should be actually replaced with this body. So here I'll be saying import utils from, I'll be saying some imaginary path. For example, I'll be saying from Awwfrontend / utils, and let's create another one, something called generate a snippet for button. So we'll say okay, button. Let's say you have a button component for which you want to generate a snippet. I'll call it button snippet, and it should have same prefix. I'll be calling it button, and then we'll have a body, and here we'll be writing the actual syntax. So let's say I have a button component, something like this, and it says click me. Maybe this can have a on click which you want to auto generate, so you can put that as well, and it can say console log something, maybe I am working. So let's save it, and once you have saved it, what you need to do is basically you need to copy these extensions to the VS Code extensions folder, and then it will start appearing in your VS Code extension section. So let's do it. What I'll be doing is I'll be going to terminal, and then I'll be copying this everything inside here. So let's type the command -r everything in here to .vs code extensions. So we'll copy whatever that is here to VS Code extensions, and let's hit enter. I think it should be copied. Let's verify. I'll just do ls, and we should see. Are we not seeing? Oh, I think what I did is I actually moved all the contents. Ideally I should have copied the folder, so let's do that. What I'll do is I'll move to a previous directory and then run the same command, so it should copy the Awwfrontend folder. Now if I verify, I should see okay, Awwfrontend folder here. Now let's go ahead and restart the VS Code. So I'll close this. I'll start a new window, and now I'll go to extensions, and here you'll be seeing I have a extension for Awwfrontend. Now you can update the readmes that we have in here, and you can write some good description, and you can also place your images inside it, and the same will be reflected in your extensions over here. The images, the description, whatever that you put in. So for now, let's go ahead and test this. I'll be creating a new file called, let's say, index.js, and let's start typing something like aw. So I'll be saying awutils, and you can see it is auto generating that import file. Now let's say if I have a React component and here I want to enter my button, I'll be saying aw button, and then it will give me the code for the button. So in this way you can avoid any redundant code that you are writing, and you can move that part to your extension, and that's how you can boost your productivity. That's all I had for today. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section. If you like the video, please like it, subscribe it, and share it with your colleagues. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a good day.